Hello and welcome to the weekly Wind Spirit card reading. I'm Renee Baribeau, the Practical Shaman, and each week I pull a Wind Spirit card and then we do an interpretation from the Winds of Spirit. And there's a Winds of Spirit book study group going on now on Facebook. It's free as long as you have a copy of the book so you can participate. And last week's wind was Nord, and I had to call in it privately because I forgot to do it publicly. So let's send Nord back and thank him for all the prosperity we received this week. A quiet dismissal. Let's see who's coming to help us this week. I have several decks of cards and they're all put in this box because every time I have a reprint, I hand out cards and things like that. And why not? Oh, interesting wind. So the wind that we got today is Amuanet, the Egyptian wind of obscurity. And hidden forces are at play. And what are those hidden forces that are at play in your life? I think for me, there's some hidden forces going on about an upcoming pilgrimage to Europe in a year. Because I was speaking to my younger sister yesterday, and she's kind of taking the same journey, a little bit different because they're going to Oktoberfest, which I don't drink for 30 some years. So that's not going to be probably on my high list of priorities. But nonetheless, she's going to some of those same places that overlook the Alps as I am. And I'm going almost a year later than she is. So to me, there feels like there's something bubbling. There's something hidden here that I can't really see. In my ancestry, there is that quarter part of us that kind of comes from that German, the Sussman. And so I have no idea. I have no idea where it's going. So what kind of forces are at play in your life that you don't really understand? The other thing about Amuanet, the Egyptian wind goddess, she is in the original story. There was Amun and Amuanet, and they were the two faces of the masculine and feminine. And all of a sudden, throughout history, she took a back seat to Amun, who is a more famous Egyptian god. But we want to call to this Egyptian goddess to hold space for obscure wisdom and creative energy. That's also interesting because I'm getting ready to take a little bit of a vacation, a trip back east. I'm speaking at an addiction conference, and all of this is starting to come together in the coming week. So let's see what the book has to say. So when she arrives in the east, since I'm heading east, obscured meanings arrive upon the words and breath of the dawn wind. In the old kingdom, the word priest meant he who carries the papyrus roll. There were magical powers in the divine words. Many hieroglyphics show women offering prayers and performing rituals. This may be the perfect time to begin a writing project and share your message with others. And are you struggling? This wind goddess can help you. So make sure if you don't have a copy of Winds of Spirit, you pick one up. If you really want to understand more about the winds, you can certainly join the Winds of Spirit book study group and start to bring in these energies. So let's call up to the energy of the hidden, the mystery, what's at play that we can't see. I mean, there's a lot going on in the world. There's the fires burning once again, but now they seem to be out of control in Brazil, although a lot of them are planned burns. However, this is our oxygen. This is our breath. How do we experience when this breathlessness of this, when our breath is taken away? So what's at play here? What's working? And what needs to be bubbled to the surface? So let's call to Amuanet. And in the first one, really ground to the earth. And in the second one, let's call in this wind goddess. And on the third one, let's put a big protective energy bubble around us so that we show up in best of service in this world, to show up as a healed vessel to bring light and peace. And on that second wind breath, let's bring in Amuanet to energize the hidden forces that are at play in our life. And on the third wind breath, let's put a bubble around our energy so that we're not being bombarded by the hidden messages that aren't ours. And this wind goddess is asking us to go deeper into those hidden forces to see what's at play in our life, what's moving us through the day. All right, so I'm Renee, I'm the Practical Shaman. This is the weekly Wind Spirit card reading from the book Winds of Spirit. And I hope you're all having an awesome week. And come over to the Wind Clan and show what obscure forces are at play in your life that are being brought up to the surface this week that you can see. And also watch the Shaman's Cave tomorrow, and it's about adaptation. How do we adapt in this ever-changing winds? So have an awesome day.